Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to check in with Paldean Fates and see what's going on. We are only, less than 3 weeks, probably, as you see this, away from the release. So we need a bit of an update to talk about everything we know. And there's actually quite a lot we know. And there's actually quite a lot we don't. Now, in terms of products, we've gone through this a few times, so I'm going to be very quick. We don't need to spend a huge amount of time on this, though I am just going to remind you what's coming, just so you're aware. So we got 3 dates you need to be looking at. On the 26th of January, that is the initial release date, we are getting the Pokémon Center Elite Trainer Box and the regular Elite Trainer Box. Remember, the Pokémon Center exclusive can only be gotten, shockingly, at the Pokémon Center. And this does come with a Mimikyu promo. Both come with a regular. The Pokémon Center exclusive comes with the stamped. We've also got the tech sticker collection. There is a Graveyard, there is a Mabastiff, and there is a Fido. And of course, do remember that they come with a big sticker to stick on your tech, like iPad or laptop. A shiny promo card, which is going to be taken out of the regular set. And then 3 packs. Initially, this is the best way to get packs. Moving forward to February the 9th, we get the mini tins. 2 packs, a sticker sheet, and an art card for $10. This becomes the cheapest way to get packs, incidentally. It's fine, they're very skippable. We got tins featuring Great Tuscan Iron Treads that are new Pokemon. Brand new, mechanically unique in the set. These are the shiny versions. Regular versions will be in the set, shiny won't. And your Charizard, which is obviously going to be by far the most sought after of the 3, and I don't think that's a particularly controversial statement. This is going to be the one that everybody's really after, and that's okay. This is kind of cool. And then we've also got, bearing in mind all of these are going to be taken out the set, like I've said, the premium collections. We've got Meowscarada and Quaquavel, but as far as I'm concerned, far more importantly, we've got Skeleturge, and here you get 3 promos, 2 regular and an EX, all of which will be taken out of the set, a Jumbo, and a free card holder. So lots of stuff with exclusive promos. But then the third lot comes on the 23rd of February, where you get the booster bundle, which is 6 packs for the price of 6 packs. That's it. You don't get anything else. There is nothing else to it. It is as simple as you pay for 6 packs, you get 6 packs. Nothing extra, but this is the cheapest way to get packs. Now, those are all the products which are coming. Do not expect more to be revealed at this stage, although we might get some interesting retailer exclusives later on, like we did for, say, Crown Zenith. Think of the Lugia Unknown collection. That was, I'm going to say it, completely unknown when the set actually released, but later on, we were shown it and it was made available and it was a GameStop exclusive and it was awesome. I'm not saying there will be stuff like that down the road, but I am saying that it is possible there will be stuff like that down the road. Now, in terms of what we're actually using to sell the set, nice and simply, it is shiny cards. So take a look at these 3 shiny EXs, Mew, Pidgeot, and Squawkabilly. These have all been officially revealed. These are proper official English pictures. And what we've got here are existing cards, which we already have, made shiny. But if we take Mew as an example, it is literally the full art that they've pressed the Make It Shiny button. That is important to know just for people who are looking to collect this set. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I have no issue with it personally, but I know some people do not like the fact that they've taken full arts and pressed the Make It Shiny button. For some people, that makes it less collectible. You have been warned. But these are still pretty cool. They're shiny EXs. Who doesn't like shiny EXs? We've then got regular shiny Pokemon, and there are going to be 120 of these in the set. There are a lot, but they're going to be people, or Pokemon, they're not people, they're Pokemon, like Pikachu, and Raichu, for instance, and Mimikyu, which is pretty gosh darn cool. These are going to be some very, very popular Pokemon. And look, I'm going to have to show you some Japanese scans now, because we've seen all the Japanese. We haven't seen all of the English. I apologize. But there are ones like Charmander that people are going to get very, very, very excited about. There's ones like Tatsugiri that I'm incredibly hyped about. There are so many cool ones coming in here. Jiggles is getting a shiny. Who don't love Jiggles? Me personally, Flamigo is one that I'm very excited about. There is a Snorlax, and everybody loves Snorlax. There are a lot of very cool shinies, and this is really the selling point of the set, right? It is going to have 120 regular shiny Pokemon, a bunch of EXs, nowhere near as many. And by that, I mean literally like a dozen, because there are 18 in the Japanese set, but 6 of them are being taken out as promos, 3 in the premium collections, 3 in the tins. So yeah, nowhere near as many. But then we do have a bunch of high-end cards, and there are some high-end cards in this set. Now, there aren't that many special illustration rares, and they are split between Pokemon and supporters. Like, seriously, we got 3 Pokemon and 5 supporters, alright? However, we've got Mew and Charizard coming. Now, firstly, Mew and Charizard are very special Pokemon, which is lovely. And secondly, look at the artwork. Look how ridiculous this artwork is. It is amongst the best artwork you will ever see. It's going to be very, very popular. And then, of course, you know, in case that wasn't enough, and Mew and Charizard, let's be clear, are enough. Mew and Charizard are phenomenal. But then we've also got, you know, Penny and Iono, who are firstly phenomenal in terms of the artwork here, but also super duper duper popular characters. And when you add all of that together, you are looking at some ridiculous cards. This quartet of cards, the duo of Charizard and Mew, and then the duo of Penny and Iono, it is going to be a very, very, very big deal. We've got some good high-end cards here to go along with the vast amount of shinies. And the good news is the pull rate on these regular shinies is going to be pretty cool. But what about the regular set? Well, the regular set is where we start falling down a little bit, because the answer is we don't know enough. Now, this was the part of the video where I told you about Moonlit Hill and the fact that this was a very good Japanese promo that was likely to come out in this set, but was not confirmed. But I made this video on Friday, ready to upload over the weekend, and on about 6 p.m. UK time on Friday, Pokemon, in fact, did confirm that Moonlit Hill is going to be in the set. So now I'm adding this in after having made the video, because it was just weird to leave a bit in the video talking about whether this card was going to come in when we knew it was coming in. Of course, the fact that Moonlit Hill is coming in the set is a pretty big deal, because it's a very, very good card in Gardevoir decks. Lets you discard a Psychic Energy from your hand to heal 30 from each of your Pokemon. Great in Gardevoir decks that both want to heal, because Gardevoir's ability damages when it accelerates energy, as well as get energy in the discard, because Gardevoir's ability accelerates energy from the discard. But the fact that Moonlit Hill is in here means that that entire promo pack is probably in here. Can't guarantee, but it's very likely. And that means Scoville and EX is very likely to be in the set, which is kind of cool. I'm also going to mention in a minute that there is a new TM which is going to be in the set because it was in Shiny Treasures EX. Well, that has actually also been officially confirmed. That is Crisis Punch. So when I talk about that in a minute, I am going to use the English scan like you can see on the screen now. And just know that it is, I'm going to tell you it's coming, but it is now actually officially revealed. Okay, back to the video I made the other day. Now, one of the cards we have been shown is this Natu, which is actually extremely important, because that Natu is a brand new one from Shiny Treasures EX in Japan, and it comes with a Xatu, although they're not brand new, they're alternate art, we've had it. It's the one that lets you attach Psychic Energy and draw cards. My point here is the existence of that in our set is Pokemon's way of saying, hey, all those new cards, you're going to be getting them. We know we're going to be getting the new Great Tuscan Iron Treads because the shiny versions are coming in tins. They're just not good. Like, there's really one relevant card in terms of new cards from that set, and it's a TM that for free energy colourless lets you do 280 if your opponent's got one prize card remaining. And it is important to note that there are cards out there like Radiant Charizard, for instance, and we've already seen the ruling on this. This isn't guesswork, this is confirmed. It can reduce its attack cost by 1 for each prize your opponent's taken. So by the time your opponent's down to 1 prize card remaining, Radiant Charizard can literally use this for free, which is nuts. Or Cramorant in Lost Box decks can also be using this for free as an example. Great card. But that's like the only new relevant card. But then again, in Japan, the set had a whole bunch of stuff that we're just not getting because we don't need it, because we've already got it. We know these special sets work differently in Japan and over here. Japan is getting, for instance, the Alakazam that was in our EX box and the Chen Pao that was in our EX battle deck. Well, we're not getting those. We got those. We're not getting them again. That would be weird. So Japan's catching up on a bunch of stuff, which is lovely. Although I'm just going to mention one more time, they are getting a bunch of our pre-release promos. They're not getting the Okacheke Togekiss, which means there's no Japanese version of the Okacheke Togekiss for me to collect, which makes me very sad. Never mind. And then, of course, Japan is getting just a bunch of straight reprints. They're getting a straight reprint of Mew, a straight reprint of Charizard, a straight reprint of Iono. Don't expect those cards. Japan always gets a bunch of straight reprints in their special sets, and we don't get those reprints. It doesn't happen, we're not getting them. Which is honestly a little bit sad. But hey-ho. We're getting a bunch of catch-up stuff, we don't know what, and honestly, Pokemon are taking their time showing us. Like, frankly, by now, I was kind of hoping we'd know a bit more. By now, I hoped we'd have a real good handle on the kind of things Pokemon were bringing into Paldean Fates, but the only, regular card we've really had officially revealed is the Natu, and like I've said, that Natu is absolutely relevant. It's basically telling us what's coming in terms of, hey, you're getting the new Shiny Treasures EX cards, but we kind of could have figured that one out anyway. In terms of secret rares, we know what the deal is. We know which ones are coming in Japan. We know which ones are being taken out as promos. We know what products we're getting. There's a lot we do know. But the regular set, we don't know a huge amount. And remember, the regular set for Crown Zenith was, to put it bluntly, not particularly good. Like for Crown Zenith, they did go and put that random promo Pikachu in from the Precious box, which was amazing, incidentally, and completely unexpected. They put the autograph cards in, which I personally did not see coming, but I was delighted that they put them in there. It was great, but that was not something we really expected. So for Crown Zenith, it's like, yeah, we had stuff like Regigigas V-Star, which was inevitable. It was a new card we had to get. But then they started bringing in all these other promos, and there were some real genuine surprises in there. There was some cards like the Pikachu, which we could not realistically have assumed were going to be in there. That's what I want to know. And inevitably at this stage, what's going to happen is that after making this video, but before uploading it, Pokemon's going to share a bunch of new stuff with us, and that's going to be annoying, but you know what? I'm going to come and add it into the video because that's the kind of thing I do. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this set. I want to know how excited you are. I want to know anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And of course, get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely James Siapinski, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.